Welcome back, everybody. It's Hike the Gaming channel. My name is Hike, and today I'm doing the third episode on how to start your own YouTube channel. We're going to talk about the software I use for editing, software I use for graphic design, and where to get the software and everything. This is my channel. Of course, you guys recognize it by now. And then let's get started. So I want to talk about to you guys about the applications that I use. I tried multiple editing softwares. I tried Sony Vegas. I tried the 2009 version because it's only 75 bucks, but it was terrible. It kept crashing. Rendering would take forever. I definitely don't recommend the old Sony Vegas. And the new one costs around $400, and I didn't have the money to pay for that. So I wanted to find something good. But unfortunately, there's nothing great for the low, inexpensive price. And all the professional ones are like a couple $1,000s, and I couldn't afford that either. So I found a great solution. Right now I'm using Adobe Premiere for my editing software. I use Adobe After Effects for my graphic design software. The intro and outro you guys seen, and also the corner logo. And then I also use Photoshop for anything else like pictures and stuff like thumbnails and stuff like that. So all of this, if you want the Adobe Premiere, I think by itself it's $700, and of course I can afford that. And if you want everything you see here, it's actually I think $2,000 or $4,000, which is crazy expensive. But thank God for me, Adobe has this great program. If you go to their Adobe and sign up for their software pack, what you have to do is it's pay as you go. If you're not a student, it's $30 a month, and it's not like you're paying 30 bucks a month till you hit 4,000. No, it's $30 a month. If you stop paying that $30 a month, you can't use the software anymore. If you're a student though, it's only 20 bucks a month. It's very affordable, and for that 20 bucks a month, you get everything here, guys. Everything: audio editing software, video editing software, graphic design software, web design software, anything you can possibly ever need, you can get installed everything here. But all I need right now is Photoshop, which I need to update, Adobe After Effects, and also Adobe Premiere Pro, which I definitely love. I tried a bunch of other ones and I hated them. I ended up returning it. So if you can afford 20 bucks a month, guys, I definitely recommend you go with the programs I showed you. So let's start with Adobe Premiere. Adobe Premiere is a really good quality software. It doesn't crash that much. I had, I think, one crash today or two crashes today, but I think it's because I'm using the GoPro footage, which is kind of slowing down everything. So I don't recommend you guys do that. But it's a really good program, but it takes a lot of work, guys. So what you see right here, right? This right here is 5 minutes. This is the funny montage video I uploaded on Tuesday. But you can tell how much work it took me to do, and I actually had to erase some of the stuff to use it in a different project. But you can tell how much work this takes. Let me bring in the program monitor. Usually this program monitor you see right here that I'm dragging in here is on my other monitor, so I can use the space for other stuff. So if you have a second monitor, just drag this and put it in the other monitor so you can have a clear view of the program. It's a nice big screen. But let me show you exactly how much work it takes. Okay. This is the time counter I had to create myself. This is the freeze title right here. I had to adjust all the videos so it matches with the audio. That's what the numbers are. I was having a lot of problems with that, and sometimes you'll have issues like that. This is the audio edit right here. This is the chat edit right here. This is the sound effects right here, and that's the video. So it takes a lot of work. It takes me about 3 or 4. I play about 4 or 5 hours a day, and I have to record all of that. And then when I record all of that, well, I have to watch the whole 4 or 5 hours again to find the funny stuff, guys. So one tip I'm going to give you guys: as you edit, make sure you label everything clearly. It's going to save you a lot of time to find everything. But I usually end up watching everything for 2 hours, marking it, labeling it, and after I play, so let's say I play 4 hours, yeah, I pretty much have to watch about 3 hours of it again, and then I have to edit, which takes a couple hours. Rendering takes about half an hour. Uploading takes another 45 minutes to an hour. So you can see it takes a long time. And then you have to do thumbnails, descriptions, tags. So guys, if you're gonna do this, I definitely recommend you guys go for it. But I want to tell you the truth: it's not easy. It's time consuming, and you have to have a passion for it. It's not like I think I think my friends, you guys like me so much because I try to put out good quality stuff. But to do quality, guys, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, and I'm trying my best. But here's an example. So this is the timeline. Okay, this is the video right here. So anyway, you guys get the idea. Now, the reason my videos look so good is because I've learned a couple tricks, guys. First of all, if you have this software or any other software, editing software, make sure you add sharpness, guys. That's one thing I can definitely recommend. Make sure you have a sharpness, and sharpness makes your videos look crisper, cleaner, and nicer. Definitely recommend you guys do that. Also, if you don't have an auto contrast effect, this automatically adjusts the contrast for me. But if you don't have this, make sure you increase the contrast. It makes the colors pop and stuff like that. I definitely recommend it. For your voices, for your chat audio, I would suggest you use equalizer and just bring in the front end down. It makes you sound more professional, makes you sound cleaner and everything. If you're using Adobe Premiere like I am, make sure you use denoiser and maximize the reduction and then maximize the offset, and it will make you sound really, really good. So those are the couple tips I have. The other tip is for rendering. If you're rendering, make sure you render with H.264, which is the encoding format, and then I just use the preset default for YouTube. It comes with Adobe Premiere. I go to YouTube here, and then I use the 1080p 2997. I've tried using something more. I tried making a custom one, and I tried to increase the rendering quality, but to be honest, I think this is more than I need. If you try to increase the rendering quality, your render time would increase exponentially, and then YouTube automatically brings down your quality anyway, so it's not gonna make a difference. So if you render in 60 frames, for example, YouTube is gonna automatically shrink it to 30 frames. So all that upload time, render time is just a waste of time. So I don't suggest you do that. But this is Premiere, and I love it, so I definitely recommend you getting this if you can afford 20 bucks a month. For my graphic design, I use Adobe After Effects. Here we go. And a lot of people have asked me, hi, can you make me a great intro or a corner logo like you have? And guys, the answer is no. I'm sorry, but it's no. The thing is, it takes a lot of work. I was pretty familiar with the software because I used to go work at a local cable station while I was in high school when I was 17, 18. And I learned how to edit. I learned how to use the software. I think I was there till I was 22. But to be honest, this intro and the corner graphic took me 3 days, and I think I was working about 12 hours all of those 3 days. So it's not something easy you can do. For example, each one of these is a layer, right? Yes and no. Most of them are layers, but for example, this one right here is a composition. So if I click on this composition, that layer that I clicked on right there, which is a composition, has all this layers inside it too. So it's work on top of work on top of work. So all of this is work on top of work on top of work on top of work on top of work. And so you can imagine how much time it takes to do this. And unfortunately, if I was making graphics for everybody, unfortunately, I wouldn't have time to make any of my videos because it does take a long time to do. So I'm sorry, but I can't make graphics for you. But there's good news. There's tutorials on YouTube. There's free assistance. If you get the bundle I suggested and pay 20 bucks a month, you can call for assistance 24 hours a day. And there's people who are trained with the software that can actually take control of your computer and help you guys out with problems. And for the simple stuff, there's YouTube tutorials you can look, check out, and use. So I definitely suggest you guys use the software, try it out. I'm telling you guys, you can make this stuff yourself. There's a lot of help for you guys online. So this is what I use for my graphics, and it's really, really good quality software. So I definitely suggest you get this. But for Adobe After Effects, one hiccup is you need a good, powerful computer that can render. So make sure you have something dependable if you're going to try to go this route. The other thing I use is Photoshop right here, and it's pretty simple software. Everybody knows Photoshop. You know, you can do simple stuff, and I definitely recommend it for your thumbnails and stuff like that. And make sure you save your thumbnails as JPEGs. YouTube loves JPEGs, so definitely do JPEGs. It's a nice compression, so you won't go over the 2 megabyte size. So I definitely suggest you do that. And if you don't have Photoshop, you can use a bunch of other softwares. There's a bunch of free editing softwares. Thumbnails are important, but they're not that big of a deal. So that's about it, guys. This is what I use. I'm probably in front of this computer and in front of these softwares for hours every day. I'm literally it's a lot of work. I do this for you guys every day. And it's not just for you guys. I'm doing it for myself. In the beginning, I started doing it because I needed something to do, something to cheer me up, something to get me out of my funk. And now I do it because you guys are supporting me. And the love you guys give me, I wouldn't be able to stop to do it. And the reason I've been doing this 3-episode series is to show you my thanks for my first 1,000 subscribers. I promised I would do something like this. And all of you have been asking me on what I use and how I do stuff, so I figured you guys might appreciate that. Anyway, if you have any questions, please leave them to me in the comments. I'll respond to almost always respond to all my comments if I can. it's getting a little harder and harder. And then if you can afford 20 bucks to 30 bucks a month, I definitely suggest you do this. It's a great software bundle. You can get any of the softwares. I like it a lot. And by the way, I'm paying for this. They're not sponsoring me or anything like that, but I really like it, and I think it'll help you make really good quality videos. So definitely recommended. If you're new here, please subscribe, give me a like for these videos, and I'll catch you guys later. The next video you guys are gonna see is gonna be a live commentary video, and then I'll be back from my vacation on Sunday. It's my anniversary with my girlfriend, and on Sunday I'll be on playing again. So I'll catch you then, everybody. Bye.